Hey, so I'm going to talk about the Norris Gaik model to usefulness in South Korea. Chen states that corporate leadership in Korean companies is heavily influenced by a key value of Korean behavior called inhwa, which is defined as harmony. So Korean managers cherish good interpersonal relationships with their subordinates and try to keep the needs and feelings of their subordinates in mind. Managers maintain various interactions with subordinates on an informal basis as an important way to achieve harmony-oriented leadership, which is based on mutual trust and benevolent authoritarianism. So this idea is of kind of deeply knowing the employee resonates with the Norris Gaik model, as Gaik mentions in his interview, the importance of really understanding the capabilities and motivations of the individual employee before assigning them a task in order to allocate tasks that are best suited for them. Warburton agrees and elaborates on an importance that group situations are characterized by a lack of confrontation and blame. So, quote, the good manager spends a great deal of time and effort ensuring that his team has a good working relationship and that all members feel fully integrated and they have the ability to express their opinions. So here, again, Inwa kind of exemplifies Norris's safe environment that involves creating a partnership between employee and manager, an environment of engagement, kind of getting involved, and the potential for kind of further coaching and mentoring. Warburton also states that managers are expected to take a holistic interest in their subordinates, and this necessitates greater involvement in many more areas of personal life than would be expected in Anglo-Saxon countries, where work and private are very strongly separated. So managers treat their employees like people, get to know them, and value their worth. As Norris stated, quote, a good manager practices the biblical principle that everyone has value and that everyone is created by God, everyone should be treated with respect. So I feel like that resonates here quite well. Christoph mentions that in terms of a formal supervisory structure, in complement to the kind of more informal inwa, regular meetings and weekly in-depth discussions are held to bolster the family culture of promoting kind of clear and open task-based objectives as opposed to more relational, in order to avoid disconnect as information moves through quite a massive authoritative chain. These task-based objectives are consistent with Gaik's supervisory model. Finally, Christoph mentions that compared to other similar Asian managerial philosophies, Koreans are more open to assimilating with other managerial cultures for the creation of blended, kind of innovative management practices. At present, many large Korean multinational corporations known as chaebols are using an international human resource management approach which blends aspects of Korean, the Inwa, and American managerial methodology. They have had tremendous success, kind of predicated on a strong awareness of the different cultural values of expectation, which Norris alludes to in his interview, and are currently attracting international attention for their success, states Yang. An example, Rowley notes that chaebol dominance continues as seen in the shares of company assets as a percentage of Koreans' GDP. For example, Samsung Group accounted for 28%, which is huge. So they've already had some success kind of implementing blended approaches, so it's already working.